Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be starting this video off with Windtrace Seekers and Strategy. It says, the game that passes down Mondstadt's history, Windtrace, is open once more in a new form. Play as the resisting rebels and evade capture by the hunter, sent by the aristocracy, by competing against one another in the contested zones until the hour of the hunt ends, and obtain Windtrace coins during the game to earn various rewards. So, let's look at the event details very fast. These are all the rewards that you can gain. We've already done Windtrace a lot before, so I'm only going to be doing one match. So let's get this started. Why, hello, we meet again. What fortune? You're that Windtrace guy. It's Gigax, but you're not wrong. And it's not as if I'm upset that Windtrace is more famous than I am. So that's who you are. Oh, I remember now. You say that, but your expression says you don't remember a thing. Anyway, please, look over here. I'm sure you remember Windtrace at least, don't you? Didn't you give me a ton of suggestions after your previous round of playtesting? They were great ideas, too. I've taken just about all of them on board. I've revised the rules and gameplay once. Well, several times since then. They won't be overly complex and weirdly worded, will they? You didn't add any weird gameplay in, did you? Yeah, that's what I'm most concerned about. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you'll love the new stuff. Let me give you a quick rundown. First off, I've introduced something called Signaling Device in this brand new version of Windtrace. As long as the rebels can activate 4 such devices, they'll defeat the hunter and emerge victorious. Really now? That encourages the rebels to move around a lot. Whereas the hunter, well, nothing's changed there. If they manage to capture all the rebels, they win. Okay. But in this version of Windtrace, when rebels get caught by the hunter, they won't be knocked out straight away. Instead, they'll be kept in what's known as the surveillance zone. After waiting a bit, with the help of other rebels, they can escape from the surveillance zone and carry on playing. Now that is different. Wow. But if a rebel who's previously been caught gets captured a second time, they'll be knocked out of the game completely. Some of the new rules. Don't worry, it might sound complicated, but you'll get it after a few rounds. Okay, I don't think I need to read any of the tutorial stuff. Whoops. Sure, this way, please. I think it said something to the effect of, start playing. Anyways, let's accept and get into a game. And I should just say that I'm ready. So I am a rebel. I'm kind of glad that I'm a rebel instead of being a hunter because these new rules, I want to adjust to them as fast as possible as a rebel instead of as a hunter. Anyways. Oh, am I immediately starting off? Okay. So, I think I should... Wait a second. Huh. Why can't I change into anything else? The hunter is going over to, well, if you look at the mini-map in the upper left, you can see the hunter moving around. It looks like the hunter is coming my way. This isn't good. The hunter has almost caught me. Oh, that's what's going on here. I think I'm okay. Yeah, this isn't very good for me. Oh, thank goodness. The hunter is going that way. I think I can do this. Yep. Oh, the hunter's coming around again. A favor. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow, talk about lucky. Yeah, the hunter obtained the favor, but you know what? I don't care. Darn it. Yeah, I was caught. Whoa. Okay, cool. Yay, we won. I'm not even, I guess somebody else was activating those things. Wow, it seems like the hunter has a lot of like a major disadvantage in this version based on what I just saw there, because yeah, the hunter can now easily capture the rebels when they're, you know, messing with the devices, but you know, there's so many different devices across the field, and there's always at least 3 rebels, right? So I didn't know about that change. I don't know if that was a good change or not yet. I'd have to play as the hunter to know for sure. Anyways, I'm going to move on to the Arataki Ito timed event again. I think I'm going to be focusing on the music first. Claim that very fast. Whoops. As well as this right here. Anyways, yeah, let's get that started. I wonder if I can do it from here. Oh, and I may as well claim the prizes too. At least the ones that I can. Can I play these from where I'm currently at? No, I have to go all the way over there. Okay, let's start this. Pro version. Let's hope that I can do it on the first try. So far, not too bad. Oops. As soon as I say that... Whoops. I didn't even realize, whoops. Those... That kind right there is kinda... Whoops. Ah, great. Good grief. Nope. I don't know. Oh, I thought that was the end. I'm glad that that wasn't, though. Gives me a little bit more points. Yeah, I don't know if that was it or not. Oh, I got Dulcim. Cool. So I can select a different song now. I'll claim all these points very fast. Or not points, I mean prizes. Moving on to this one. Let's select the difficulty Pro. Come on, Zhongli, you can't lose with your own song. Well, it had his own picture on it, so I'm calling it his own song. So far, not too bad. Whoops. Okay. I almost pressed the wrong button there. Whoops. I think I've got Dulcim. Just because I have over 3,400 points right now. There we go. So 3,700 points. Yep, Dulcim. Awesome. Oh, I didn't mean to perform again. So let's go ahead and claim those prizes. And move on to this one. Hu Tao's, huh? Pro. This one's already starting off a little bit faster than the previous one. Which means that once it starts getting crazy, which we all know it will, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Whoops. Darn it, I hate it when I fail those. Whoops. Whoops. Darn it, misread that. I should have Dulcim, despite the ridiculous number of mistakes that I made. Yeah. Oh, I keep doing that. I don't mean to perform again. Anyways. Move on to this one. How many more are there left? 3? Okay. It doesn't feel like there are that many this time. Although I haven't been playing the one and only king difficulties, but to be honest, I don't know if I want to do any more of those. It's already hectic enough with the pro difficulty. So far. Whoops. Whoops. I can't believe I misread all 3 of those. Ah. Ah. Oh my goodness. Well, I got Dulcim. That's all that matters. Still, I'd love to be able to at least one time get a perfect on one of these. 100%. But I know that that's never going to happen unless I invest a lot of time into these. And by a lot of time, I mean probably longer than this event's going to go on for. Anyways, yeah, I got Dulcim. And let's go ahead and claim. And move on to this one. Pro. A part of me wishes that they would have minigames like this as the daily commissions they could do. Whoops. You know, instead of those really boring and bland quests that they have you do. Whoops. Huh. This music is reminding me of something else. I'm not sure what. Whoops. So far, I'd say that I'm doing good. Whoops. Whoops. I say that and then I start making all kinds of mistakes. Well, I've got around 3,000 points, so that should be Dulcim. Yeah, 3,200 points. I'm really surprised that I got 4,480 points. Wow, 89%. Okay, all those claimed, and this is the final one. Come on, don't be super hard. Ah! Oops, I was misreading those. Cool. No! I can't believe I messed it up right there. Oh well. Not a big deal. Ah! Ah! I noticed the amount of points that I have, so I'm like, well, I don't need to do perfectly now, so I started getting a little bit relaxed, and well, as you can see, I started making a ton of mistakes because of that. Anyways, awesome. So, got 4,745, but only 70%. Okay, anyways, we are now done with the songs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, from the looks of things, we are indeed done. I'm gonna make sure that there isn't anything that I can claim very fast. Like that. And a copy of Goro. So I can add that to his constellation a little bit later. And it looks like I can now move on with the decoration part of things. So let's do that. I'd like to decorate the venue.
Oh, really? You've got the things from the list? Great, I'll take those. Thanks so much.
So, spotlights, I think I just need to select all these, right? Yeah, spotlights on, filled with fervor, not famished. Erect the set. Anyone can rock. Dress the set. Rock and roll more than just wild. And that should be it. Cool. And I see some arrows pointing off to the left and right of that thing. I'll check those out in a bit.
Thank you both so much. At last, everything on the list is done. I'm afraid I still have some final preparations to make, but I'll see you tomorrow. Then the party can begin.
Okay, cool. So that part has started. Iridescent Arataki something or other. Anyways, let's go up here. So what is this? Change lighting color, change lighting angle. So what is it? Where's the lighting color? Wait a second. Oh, that's what it is, right? Yeah, it changed it from purple to yellow. And, okay, cool. So I could change this to, like, purple, right? Yeah, just like that. All three different colors, cool. I don't know if there's any point in that. Who are you? Aether, this Iridescent Arataki Rockin for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness you recommended really is awesome. I've been inspired. Now, have a taste of the food I made specifically for the event. So, 1 dango milk, I guess? Sure, why not? Right? So, it restores 26%. That's not bad. Anyways, is there anything else to do here? What about you? What? Strange Daruma. Pat Head. I think I know who this is.
Can't grow taller.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who that is. I forgot her name, though. Is that you, Aether? Oh my, I've heard so much about you from Fang Fang. You have me at a disadvantage, sir. Oh, this must be the wife of that one guy who's selling books in Liyue. Alright, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lang Qing. Fang Fang is Wanwen Bookhouse's Jifang. She is my wife, you see. She was the one who told me about this event. I don't know much about rock and roll, but Fang Fang says that we should support the latest cultural trends, so here I am. I brought some free cultural products as well. They got snapped up in a heartbeat. If only I'd known, I'd have brought more. She also asked me to thank you for the invitation. Had she not been so busy, she would have come down here herself, I'm sure of it. I hope you'll enjoy yourself here, too. Okay. And is there anything else to do before I advance the time forward? I think all I have to do is advance the time forward. Oh, I can claim that. There we go, I got the crown. That's one of the most important things to get in these types of events. What's music composition? Oh. Oh. So people can make their own things. and by making their own things, their own tracks, you can play them. I don't know if I want to do that or not, but because I know for a fact that there are going to be people out there that make ridiculously hard tracks, but at least I think that that's what that is. I could be completely wrong. What is this about? Oh, this is it's the Iridescent Arataki Rockin for Life Tour Day 4 of Awesomeness. Thanks to everyone, but especially you. The performance venue is ready at last. It's time for the final celebration. So let's select go to quest. And I have to wait till the next day, 1400 to 1600 hours. So I wonder... Oh, no voice, huh? Compadres, you're here! Hey, serious props to you both. The place looks amazing, even better than I imagined. Ha 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 ha! So I wanted to say, I wonder if this is going to be the final cutscene of this timed event. If it is, then I may go play some more Wind Trace.
Everything looks perfect. We're ready for business. Traveler, Paimon, you have our thanks.
Guys, why so serious? That ain't rock and roll, man.
Huh.
Hey, look at that. My favorite melon's a fast learner. Also, I hear you're gonna be taking the stage tonight. Whoa, itching for a little competition, huh?
Paimon was just joking. Seriously, Dvorak? Unbelievable.
Getting cold feet? Nah, don't blame ya. I am the reigning champion of the great sing-along after all.
Oh, Paimon, backing down from a challenge ain't very rock and roll. Come on, Paimon, you can beat Ito.
Oh, you think so? 'Cause Paimon totally thinks so too.
Then bring it on.
Oh, Paimon's bringing it all right. Paimon's bringing it all the way home. Ha!
Oh, by the way, did you ever find that dog?
We hit a complete dead end. Goro said he didn't know anything. Mamoru and the guys asked around the city, but no luck there either. What if it really is in Tenshukaku? Is that why we can't find it?
Oh, no, don't go poking around Tenshukaku again. You'll give Kujo-Sara a migraine.
Couldn't agree more. If I bother her too much, I'll end up getting struck by lightning. So that's why this time, I kept my distance and just threw some paper notes towards Tenshukaku. Hopefully, the Raiden Shogun sees them and hands the dog over.
Okay.
Wait, what? You're still taking a big risk there.
I have a feeling that Kujo-Sara is going to be visiting us in a little bit.
It looks like Doshin Shikanoin was right. It's probably just a local legend after all.
Well, let's hope not, because that would really suck. Wish I had more time to look into it, but unfortunately, this guy's got a performance to practice for. Now don't forget, there's lyrics and music scores in the jam zone, so no wussing out tonight.
Don't get too cocky, bullchucker. We'll see who's rock and roll.
Game on, Mini Melon!
Oh, Paimon better get some practice in at the jam zone soon. No way is Paimon gonna lose to Ito!
So, am I actually going to play against them?
Oh, by the way, we invited a ton of people this time, including some people you know. A few have already shown up, and they're asking about you. Wanna go say hi?
Cool, yeah, let's go see them. Paimon's curious to find out who you invited.
Okay. Let's talk to Kuki Shinobu again.
Hey, Traveler, some of your friends are here. Wanna go say hi?
Okay. So I can see Kokomi there in the background, and Yoimiya, and all these people. Let's talk to Shikanoi and Heizo very fast.
Hey, there you are. I sent you some letters a few days ago. Have they shown up yet?
Ooh, does this mean you figured it out?
I've made some progress, but I'm still missing the final piece of the puzzle.
So, what did you learn?
I don't have anything conclusive yet, but I have a hunch that it involved both the Yashiro Commission and Sangonomiya.
What? You mean like in cahoots? During the war?
Shh. Like I said, it's just a hunch. Let's not get carried away. Anyway, I've written to the station, and they shouldn't take too long to get back to me. Yuriki Owada should be able to help find what I need. In the meantime, you'll just have to be patient. I would have gone back to the station to look into it myself, but I knew Ito was performing tonight, and I didn't want to miss it.
You know who else is performing tonight? Paimon!
Oh, wow! Sounds like I'm in for a real treat. I definitely picked the right place to be tonight. Will the Traveler's long-serving voice finally graduate from speech to song in a triumphant victory over the Oni rocker of Hanamizaka?
They don't call her flying rock and roll fuel for nothing.
I'll be awaiting with bated breath.
Cut it out, both of you! No more stupid nicknames!
Talk to him again.
What if Madame Kujo-Sara is the one who got my letter? No, surely she wouldn't intentionally ignore it.
What about Goro? Oh, I guess I'm being forced to talk to
This
Kokomi as
Hino
well.
looks very familiar. Even the outfit.
Yeah, it does.
I was thinking the same thing, Your Excellency, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Huh.
She really is the spitting image.
Of who?
Goro, Kokomi, hey!
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while.
I'm so happy to see you again. I was just asking Shinobu if she knew where you were. This is a nice surprise. Paimon didn't expect to run into you two at an Arataki Gang music festival.
I hear that Goro helped to secure the venue.
Oh, I barely did anything. A reader for my That's Life column was asking for advice about it, so I figured I'd help out. Turned out the reader in question was Mr. Arataki Ito. Her Excellency was also very supportive of the whole thing.
An international rock and roll music festival sounded like a good way to attract tourists. And it's to bring attention to the plight of living things, right? Seems like a meaningful cause. Yeah, apparently it has something to do with a dog that was a war hero? Although sadly probably not a true story. Have either of you heard anything about that? Oh, you know, bits and pieces. Nothing concrete.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Those sounded suspiciously like prepared answers. Probably because we've answered that question before. Mr. Arataki Ito came to ask us about it a while back. We'd certainly love to help if we can.
Yes, of course. Actually, I was hoping to ask for your opinion on something.
Sure, what is it?
Does Miss Hina look familiar to you at
Oh, he
all?
doesn't know?
I have this strange feeling like I've seen her somewhere before.
He really doesn't know. Huh, this must be a joke by, what's her name?
Oh,
I feel like I've met her before, but nope, sorry, doesn't ring any bells.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah,
Probably
Miko.
just looks similar to someone you know. Like how the Traveler looks similar to his sister. There's no mystery here, don't overthink it.
Ah, I see. That does make sense.
Traveler, let's get out of here.
I'm pretty sure it's Yai Miko. Let me see. Yeah, that's her name. Definitely her. She's definitely the one who did it. Anyways. Let's go ahead and talk to them again.
Who could it be?
So, I think that these are the last people I need to talk to, Yoimiya and Toma.
Oh, you're a real trooper, Yoimiya. This must be one of the furthest places you've ever delivered to.
I promised Ito that I'd supply fireworks for his festival. I wasn't about to go back on my word.
Hey, Toma, Yoimiya.
Traveler, Paimon! Cool, you're here too!
It's been too long.
Well, looks like I owe the Arataki gang a huge thank you. If they weren't putting on this event, who knows when I would have gotten to see you next.
You hear that? In case it was too subtle for you, Toma's complaining that you guys never make time to come and visit your old pals.
That's true. Obviously, traveling's very important to you, but you gotta take a break every once in a while. Just remember that you've got friends out there that would love nothing more than the chance to make you feel looked after.
Thank you both. That means a lot.
Of course! Oh, I heard this really cool thing I gotta share with you guys! So, Ito says that the theme of his music festival comes from a story about a dog that saved animals in the war zone. How amazing is that? What do you know about this dog, Toma? Everyone knows how well connected you are.
For once, not much, I'm afraid. I guess my connections are one key canine short. But assuming this really happened, I feel like Watatsumi Island would have had to be involved. This is a dog who managed to sneak in and out of a war zone, repeatedly, without leaving a trail for anyone to follow. Whatever the case, it would have needed someone to help cover its tracks. As far as I know, the Shogun's army doesn't do that kind of thing.
So you're saying it was the Sangonomiya troops? They had a specially trained dog for rescuing critters from the battlefield?
Sounds kind of far-fetched if you ask me. Do we really think Sangonomiya's forces had enough manpower to fight a full-scale war and run a canine wildlife rescue operation on the side?
Okay, well if it wasn't Sangonomiya's side, it must have been the Shogunate.
I doubt they had the manpower either.
Right. So, in my view, it's more likely that Mr. Dvorak simply made the story up as something to capture people's imaginations. I mean, he's an artist, right? Isn't rock music about expressing things we don't fully understand?
Kinda like fireworks in a way. Don't question it, just feel it.
Huh.
Yeah, that sort of makes sense. That makes you an artist too, Yoimiya. Fireworks are your art.
I'll take it. And on that note, boy, do I have an art show for you tonight. Make sure you don't miss it.
I'm sure we won't.
Paimon didn't realize so many people we know would be here. Better get practicing or tonight could be super embarrassing. Come on, let's head to the jam zone.
I will in a second.
Sounds like you know a few things about art yourself, Toma.
Art? Me? Does knitting sweaters count?
Absolutely. Knitting is totally an art form.
Just not a very rock and roll one, I guess. I don't think I'll be doing any knitting tonight.
No, not with that attitude. You could, knit sweaters with rock and roll and big letters, then get everyone to wear them.
Good idea. I'll look into it next time.
Okay. Now, what's the name of this character right here? I'm gonna check very fast. So it's Sayu. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, you're still here.
Sure am. I've been checking over the equipment, scores, and lyric sheets to make sure everything's ready for tonight. Shinobu was telling me how popular light novels are here in Inazuma, so I've tweaked the melody and lyrics for a more Arataki gang feel with a light novel twist.
Light novels plus rock music, so... light rock!
I actually didn't change too much. Just took out the dog and made it about Onikabuto instead. Should be more up Ito's alley. This event couldn't have happened without him. It's my way of showing him some appreciation, I guess.
What? You got rid of the dog? But wasn't that the whole inspiration behind the festival?
Yes, but that's all it was. The initial inspiration. Doesn't matter if we change it to an Onikabuto, or you, or me, or anything else. It's the spirit of it that counts.
Spirit? What do you mean?
The spirit of rock and roll?
Okay, should have seen that coming.
Do you think people have been getting too hyper-focused on the dog story?
It's all about the music, my friends. Just enjoy the music. That's all that matters.
Fair enough. Alright, well speaking of enjoying music, is it alright if Paimon goes first? Paimon's gotta get practicing or Bullchucker's gonna hog the spotlight tonight.
By all means, be my guest. I knew you'd come around to the idea of going on stage. Here's the music score and lyrics. I can't wait to see this.
Whew, let's see now. What's this song called? I got reincarnated as an Onikabuto and flipped the world upside down?
Wow, that's ridiculous.
What sort of song title is that? Is this supposed to be rock and roll?
Soft rock, actually.
It actually sounds more like one of those Japanese light novels, like the titles that they use for those. Anyways, I gotta see these lyrics.
No peeking! You can hear them tonight when Paimon sings the song. Paimon's gonna rock so hard, Bullchucker won't know what hit him.
The time flies by and night soon falls. Music lovers take turns showcasing their talent on the stage. Whoops and cheers ring out as the crowd grows louder, and the atmosphere gets wilder. Before you know it, the moment has arrived. I actually kind of want to be able to play this song. Just because.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a night to celebrate, and I trust you're all having a wonderful time. It's been a non-stop rock and roll ride this evening, and we're almost at the end. But first, It is my huge honor to invite two very special guests to the stage. The illustrious Mr. Arataki Ito and Miss Paimon. The two of them will be performing a brand new song written specially for tonight's event. It's called I Got Reincarnated as an Onikabuto and Flipped the World Upside Down. Take it away!
Hey, please let me play this. It'd be great. Some part of me thinking that I'm not gonna be able to play it. Oh, it's a special cutscene. Well, that's about as good.
Raven took an arrow to the heart.
Oh boy.
The Bakedanuki shapeshifted into dark.
I weasel thief hereby bequeath on my mora. 200 goes to my pa.
300 to dear mama. Poor little General Crab, only a shell remains.
Unagi goodbye. Now rest in peace. Please don't cry.
'Cause we'll get reborn as a beetle next time.
Onikabuto, raise your heart.
Here's to a world beyond the storm of rosy skies.
I was not expecting this, but I should have expected it to some extent. It was a silly song, but I liked it. I liked the effort they put in. After an exhilarating song to end the night, many people begin to leave. But you and your friends approach the stage to congratulate the two rock stars. So who won? That's the question. We'll probably never know.
So that's rock music, huh? It's a little different than I imagined.
Really? It's different from what I'd heard before. Could be a relatively new genre of rock, I suppose.
So, how'd you like my performance? Did I dominate this little melon here or what?
Okay, Bullchucker, you got owned and you know it.
Oh, stop it, you two. I think both of you are sensational.
Hear, hear. Really mind-blowing stuff, guys.
Oh no, they're gonna ask Aether who he thought won, aren't they?
I call it a draw. You're very evenly matched.
You think? Okay, well, what about you, my compadre?
I knew it.
Who do you think is the most rock and roll?
Anyway, what nice weather we've been having lately. You're both rock stars. There we go.
Really? Do you really think that?
Fine. My compadre wouldn't lie to me. I can handle the truth. Rock on, Mini Melon. Rock on.
Let's not argue anymore, shall we? Ito and Paimon, you both gave incredibly moving performances. I owe you all an enormous debt of gratitude. Without your help, this music festival never would have happened.
Don't mention it, Jack Attack. Hey, if we hadn't met, I wouldn't even know what the spirit of rock and roll means.
The spirit of rock and roll? So, what does it mean? What does it mean for rock music to have a spirit?
It means you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. Just like me and Paimon.
Yeah, that's obviously not what it means. Mr. Dvorak, could you please give us the official definition? Someone needs to take this guy down a peg.
An official definition? I don't know that one exists. It's an emotional experience, as though you're hearing your own story speak to you through the music.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking that the spirit of rock and roll is, well, like the Onikabuto in the song. Having the courage to grab life by the horns and survive against all the odds. Guess I have a better sense of rock and roll than I thought.
What about you, Yoimiya?
Oh, well, I thought it was gonna be all about that dog, but then the song didn't even mention it, so, was that supposed to be symbolic? Like, if the dog didn't exist, maybe the injured animals didn't either. If there was no injured animals, then that means there was no war. Which means the world is at peace.
Oh, so for Yoimiya, the rock and roll spirit is all about world peace.
Shinobu, what about you?
Me? I hadn't given it all that much thought. I was mostly worrying about whether those paper notes Boss threw into Tenshukaku are going to get him in trouble with the Tenryo Commission.
I forgot about that, but yes, probably.
That must mean that for Shinobu, the rock and roll spirit is about keeping the Arataki gang safe.
Shinobu, seriously, you've got nothing to worry about. If the Raiden Shogun had seen any of those notes, she'd have come to join the party.
Paimon agrees that you don't need to worry. Otherwise, Hazen definitely would have arrested Ito by now. Wait, where is that guy anyway? And where did Kokomi and Goro go?
I was actually kind of wondering that as well.
Oh, Doshin Shikanoin had to run back to the station, so he didn't get the chance to say goodbye to you guys. But he did leave something for you. It's over there.
Oh no. What'd he leave?
As for the other two, they couldn't stick around because they had a government meeting to get to. They did ask me to pass on their regards, though.
The fact that these busy people all made time to attend the party is telling. Clearly, Ito wasn't exaggerating about the stature of the Arataki gang. Ito, what can I say? It's truly been an honor to work with you.
Well, Jack Attack, I can't take all the credit. Let's not forget the Traveler's part in all this. A lot of people showed up because they knew he'd be here. If we do this again, we gotta make sure we find a way to get him on stage. How's that sound, compadre? Get that rock and roll spirit ready, because next time it'll be your turn to rock our collective socks off.
Only if the voice actor who actually does the voice for Aether sings. Then I'd be on board for it. Oh.
Your Excellency, I believe the Tenryo Commission detective is...
Don't worry about it, Goro. The Puppy Union was a joint venture between
Oh.
us and the Yashiro Commission. If we can maintain secrecy, then all the better for it. But that was never the main goal.
The Puppy Union.
We saved some lives, and that's what matters.
I was more worried about the potential impact on your reputation, Your Excellency. After all, some of the lives we've saved belong to the Shogunate. If someone with an agenda finds out, it could cause an uproar.
Don't worry. There might be a way to make it work out in our favor.
Really?
Times have changed. We and Narukami Island are supposed to be working together now. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if people discover that we were already cooperating with the Yashiro Commission even during the war.
I see.
Goro, if you want my opinion, you should be more concerned about Miss Hina than you are about this.
Miss Hina? What makes you say that?
I hear she works for That's Life magazine as well. She's young, popular, pretty,
So she's gonna point it out to him, isn't she?
and she seems to be just as good at offering comfort to people in need as you are. So it looks like you have some
Oh.
competition.
Well, she definitely knows, but she's not telling him.
Understood, Your Excellency. I will work hard to stay ahead of the competition.
Oh, the Raiden Shogun did appear, along with Yaimiko.
I learned something new today. I never knew that the Hydro Nation's rock music had the power to stir up lightning.
Miko, a few days ago, some strange paper notes flew into Tenshukaku, demanding that I hand over the dog. So I am here to see what on earth it was all about.
Huh.
I just assumed you must have gotten yourself a pet puppy.
As it happens, I also received an invitation letter via Sarah. I've never heard the name Arataki before.
Wow, really?
But they must be one of my subjects, and so I thought, why not grant them their wish?
How could she not have heard of him by this point?
Ah, so you came here to make a little Oni's wish come true, hmm? So tell me, how do you plan to respond to the Fontanian musician? It sounded to me like his music was commenting on the war.
The war. I'm not sure we can give him the answer he would hope for. But if nothing else, I know that we must avoid another war at all costs. The people cannot be made to suffer like that again.
But what if the bigger war comes to pass? What then?
If it cannot be avoided, then I will have no choice but to fight.
Bigger war, huh?
Well, if that day comes, I'm sure that everyone here tonight will fight by your side.
And that is the quest completed. Cool. So I don't see, like, Ito or any of the others around here. And there's supposed to be something here from Shikanoi and Heizo, so let's read this. Oh dear, my apologies. I've received word from the Commission. There's a new case that requires my immediate attention. As for the canine case you were concerned about, I've already got the evidence. But Yoriki Owada kept warning me not to reveal anything to two unrelated persons. Oh, okay. So, sorry, but my lips are sealed. Oh, but there's a but. It's really unfortunate, but I accidentally misplaced something again. You know, the details concerning new admissions to that puppy union. I believe it's nearby, so could you help me look for it? If you find it, please double check it to see if it's indeed the evidence, and then find a time to return it to me. Thank you so much. Okay, so this must be the puppy union admission details. Pets admitted for care today. Weasel thief number 11. Okay. Last month, all pets were successfully rescued, and most were removed to Rito. Some special cases were sent overseas via dedicated channels. Alright. What's this? A letter with elegant handwriting. So I could read this, because this is from Shikanoi and Heizo. I asked some Rito residents, but none of them have heard of that which you called Ninken on the battlefield. The sheer lack of information quite surpassed my expectations. This is quite strange, even for information that has not yet spread widely. I will continue searching for clues. Okay, and then I could read the second and third letters as well very fast. I tried a different approach today, which unexpectedly yielded some relevant information. During the war, the International Trade Association had an organization registered with it that specialized in pet treatment and trade known as the Puppy Union. Its symbol just happened to be a dog wearing a bamboo hat. Not that this proves anything alone, but I found two other suspicious things. One, after the war, the Puppy Union very quickly canceled its registration. Two, the Puppy Union's event funding went through at least 6 layers of transfers. Quite suspicious. I will continue investigating. And the final one? Well, wasn't this quite the day? I tried to investigate the people who had dealings with this Puppy Union as much as I could, and I found 2 main hidden sources of funding. One is the Foreign Trade Association. In fact, the union could be considered a subsidiary of the former. I may not be aware of the particulars regarding said union, but they are closely connected to Sangonomiya. The second source is more interesting still. You'd never guess, but it's Komori Tea House, and of course the Yashiro Commission isn't far behind the curtain. A fascinating turn of events, no? Sangonomiya and the Yashiro Commission. I wonder what your little secret is. I have my guesses, but I'll need more evidence to prove it. Details of deals regarding pets. We should have records of such things at the police station. I'll get in touch with Yoriki Owada. Okay. And of course, that's who was mentioned in the message right here. You know, Yoriki Owada. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, claim whatever this is. And this, too. Cool. And all these. Now I'm going to make some wishes. I don't think I have Baiju. So I'm going to make wishes on Baiju's banner. I'll probably end up getting them. A 4-star weapon. Okay, other than the 4-star weapon, I didn't get anything else there. Let's make one wish here. I'm surprised I didn't get the 5-star yet. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So,
where do you want to go
this
next?
is actually where I'm going to be ending the video. Unless... Oh, I should check just to make sure.
Like to see Liu.
I don't think that there's anything else to do with this event here. But,
Tourist spots.
I might show a video, like, in the next video, I might show a match of the hunter, playing as the hunter in Windtrace, just to show how much different it is. I mean, it shouldn't be too much different, but because of the new advantages that they give Rebels, I have a feeling that it's going to feel different, even if it doesn't look that much different. Aside from that,
I have a few references.
I might be starting off the next video with a story quest. Well, I should say I might, play it after the Windtrace if I do the Windtrace, but we'll see. So, yeah, thanks again. See you next time, and bye-bye.